The newest update to MasterDuel has released its newest selection pack, Return of the King. With it comes some new and exciting cards to my favorite alt format, NR. Today, I'll showcase all the new NR format cards, their possible uses, and my genuine first reaction to them. My name is Doc Conrad Yugioh, and if you like this kind of content, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more NR content and all other things Yu-Gi-Oh related. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, good morning gamers. It is an early morning, but none of my roommates are here because it's spring break, and I have the apartment to myself. So I've just been chilling, you know, I've got myself all nice, prim and proper today. Ooh, the internet's fast today, wow. Yeah, no, I am not... Okay, this selection pack from what has been leaked so far, it is, I believe, the Earthbound Immortal new stuff, the Resonator stuff, and the Tistina stuff. So we're getting Tistina stuff, and it's going to do nothing in the format. So let's go ahead and get things started. Oh boy, okay. Return of the King, new welcome gem pack updates, campaign code underway, new secret pack. Oh, tier limit, got a new secret pack, that's cool. New accessories, etc., etc. Alright, so this is going to go ahead and showcase some new things we have just received. Let's go ahead and take a look. Transaction rollback, Tistina and Earthbound Servant Yugioh. What do I got here? Oh, tier elements per Legia. That's pretty cool. An Archfiend, Red Dragon Archfiend pack. That's cool. That's cool. Let's go ahead and open up our free tier element pack. Let's see here. Visa Starfrost arrives at primeval planet Pearl-Rhino, where mermaids shed tears of pearl. He clashes with Tearlaman's Kaleidoheart, who commands the mermaids with one of his lost emotions, sorrow. Is the thirst for existence destined to fade away, or will it remain? The featured cards are Tearlaments and Abyss. Mermail Abyss. Yeah, Mermail Abyss. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if we get anything for free. It's a shame that Merly is banned in the base game, but you know we got the one-of Havness we can use, which is fun, I guess. Let's go ahead and open up the Return of the King and see what we got in here. A champion who gained a new power. Scarred Dragon Archfiend, a demon emerging from the depths of the earth, Earthbound Servant Yugioh, and all-consuming peculiar life form, Tistina, all enter the fray. Additionally, Transaction Rollback, capable of single-handedly changing the flow of a duel, is also included in this pack. They will demonstrate overwhelming power and reign supreme overall. So if you're looking for, like, what this is actually going to do for the TC, for, like, the rank ladder, Lab's going to be way more annoying. That's all you really need to know about. For this pack. Let's go ahead and take a look here. If you don't know how we like to do this, typically I like to go ahead and take, I know I can hit N, I know I can hit R, and I can go and go to newly added cards, whatever. What I like to do is I like to go to SR and move along here and see what's new. And you can tell what's new by saying implemented add and then the date. So we're going to go ahead and see what new cards that we have access to, and I am moderately excited for today, but we'll see how we do. Alright, SR, Earthbound Prison, SR, Harmonic Synchro Fusion, SR, Butt to the Tistina, Play of the Tistina, Red Rain, Time to Stand Up, Banishing Trap Hole, Red Zone, Synchro Force Back. Okay. New generic Synchro! Earthbound Servant Gremlin. Okay. News. I love new extra deck stuff. That's fantastic. Big fan of that. One Dark Tuner, one non-tuner. During the main phase quick effect, you can target one face of monster your opponent controls. Your opponent chooses one of those effects to apply. For you to apply. Destroy that monster or gain life point equal to that monster's attack. During the battle phase, you can fusion summon Earthbound. You could fusion summon one Earthbound fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from your hand, field, or graveyard. Okay. Okay, if we get any fusions, this is something. This is definitely something here if we get any of the fusion. And we got one! Gremlina. Earthbound monster plus a dark. Okay, if this card special summon, add an Earthbound monster from your deck to your hand. You could target one dark secret monster you control, can attack directly this turn. If a monster your opponent controls is destroyed by an Earthbound card effect, you could target one of those destroyed monsters and inflict damage equal to your opponent's monster. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. A yin and yang sort of deal with, you know, This fellow's legs being chained, and this fellow's like, you know, arm is being chained. It's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, okay, MasterDuel, I see you. I see you. So now here comes. I've seen this guy in a couple of Master. Why the fuck did they keep giving this guy in like these selection packs? I have like I keep getting Vice Dragon for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I see it a lot because it's the level 5 dragon that I keep looking up because of Gaia Hieratic. Anyway, moving on. Okay, yep, the Resonators, Wild Wind, Greater Line Walker, so glad we have that. Red Familiar, I'm not too familiar, but, oh, what the I think I remember this from, like, a while ago. Fenris Terrae, Tower of the Necroworld. If you control a level 10 monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. You can only special summon one of this card's name once per turn this way. If this card is sent from the graveyard, you can target one face-up card on the field. The card will be destroyed by card effects this turn. Okay, so level 10 support. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if it's good enough, but at the very least, this card does allow for some high-level rank plays for the what are those called? Like the baby spider sort of deal, you know, those kind of guys. This allows for this to also be special summoned. Very interesting, very interesting. Sentinel of the Tistina. If this card is in your hand or graveyard and you control a light Tistina monster, you can special summon this card. If you could target one Tistina monster, one face down card you control, destroy, then add one Tistina monster, one Tistina card from your deck to your hand. Okay. You can only use each effect of Sentinel Tistina once per turn. So if we have any light Tistinas, well, this is like fine for the deck. But I don't think it's going to be good enough because it's Tistina. Returned of the Tistina. This is a fire. I get a better chance to look at the art. It's interesting. It's like a weird like scarab, I think. Level 2 Fire Aqua. This card's in your hand, target a Tistina monster you control except for return. So summon this card. If you do this level, it becomes the targeted monster's level. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target an Aqua Xyz monster you control. Discard it as material. Only use this effect of turn of the Tistina once per turn. Okay, rank power, Tainted of the Tistina, level 5, Aqua. You contribute some of this card by attributing one face down monster your opponent controls. Ninja Tistina. Book a moon. I'm booking them. This card's level becomes 10 if it was normal summon / set. If this card is sent to the graveyard, except from the field, you can target one Tistina monster you control. This turn it can make a second attack during each battle phase. That, I think, is funny. Making this a 10 with the other guy by Book of Mooning your opponent's stuff. Very interesting. I think that could see some sort of, as a going second sort of option. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. Is that Book of Moon? Your command. Synchro Rumble. Okay. Target one tuner, one level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster from your graveyard. To note, we do have some of those. We do have a couple of those. One of them is generic, the rest aren't. So summon a defense position. Also, for the rest of the turn after it's called, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for synchro monsters. Level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster, Crimson Dragon you control will be destroyed by battle card effect. You banish this card from your graveyard instead. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's fine. Monster Reborn for specifically synchros and tuners goes hard, actually. Yeah. I mean, I like it. I think that's really good. And being able to protect your synchro dragon seems cool. Fiendish Chain, Red Supremacy, Junk Sleep. Junk Sleep seems pretty good for this specific thing, but we got a new card anyway. Earthbound Release. Win a level 6 or higher monster normal special summon target. Tribute one level 10 Earthbound monster. Destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do that, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the combined original attack of those destroyed monsters. Shmeep. I'm Shmeep. I mean, like, I'm Shmeep. Like, it's burn. It's a torrential. That's fine. But, like, it's way too much setup, right? It's way too much setup. Discordance of the Tistina. If you control a Tistina monster, banish one card your opponent's graveyard face down. If you control a Tistina monster special summon from the extra deck, banish all cards your opponent controls and your opponent's graveyard face down. I mean, that's good for Tistina. But, like, are you really going to play it? Like, are you really going to go ahead and be worth it to put that in? I don't know. You best card for your graveyard, target Tistina monster your graveyard out of your hand. You can only use one effect per turn, only once that turn. Okay. Okay. Good trap stuff for it. Seems fine. Line Walker, Flare Resonator, Synchro Fusionist, Magical King, Moonstar. If I did not know that this was... If this didn't say anything, I thought this would be a new card. I've never seen this card before in my life. But it is kind of cool looking. I do like him. I'm going to read him just in case. Dangerous Dark Synchro. To control this tuner, use special summon this card. Yes, normal special summon time. One of the face-up cards you control. This card level becomes another monster. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Making them the same sort of level seems fine. All the different Resonators. Red Warg. Double. Earthbound Prisoner. Groundkeeper. Okay. Okay, so this is one of the low-level Resonators. This card's normal special summon. You can special summon level 5 or lower Earthbound monster from your deck or graveyard. Except for Earthbound Prisoner Groundkeeper, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for this turn except for Fusion or Synchros. Earthbound monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle card effects while there's a card in the field zone. Alright, Tuner. Tuner and Line Walker. Okay, so we have 2 tuners at the moment. We don't have the 5 because I think that's there. Yeah, that's the 5 that's up there in the background. You can see it. This card's normal special summon. You can add an Earthbound Prison or Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Wah, wah. Both of those are SR or higher. If you control level 6 or higher Earthbound monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target effect monster your opponent controls a special summon from the extra deck. So if that face-up effect monster into the deck, then your opponent can special summon one monster with the same name for their extra deck. So it just makes it like... Does it just make it like... non-official summon, so when it goes to the graveyard, it can't be revived? I don't know. I don't know what that's for. Seems weird. Hound of the Tistina. This goes in your hand or graveyard. You control Light Tistina. You can special summon this card. Tistina monsters you control can attack directly while your opponent controls a face-down defense position monster. This feels like... How did they make worse ninjas? How did they do it? I'm a ninja fan. I can't believe Tistina exists. Revival. Yeah, that card seems pretty crazy. And that absolute power force. Target one Red Dragon Archfiend you control. Oh, great. So this is going to be fun. Doubled. Okay, we don't worry about that. We can't use that, so we don't care. If you don't care, then we don't care. Fiendish Golem. Target one monster on the field, 2,000 or more attack. Banish it until the end phase of the next turn. Then if you activate this card while you control Red Dragon Archfiend or Synchro monster that mentions it, you can set one Fiendish Chain directly from your deck or graveyard. Okay, so this is basically... long-term Ichiroku's Ledger Book for one monster. Seems fine. Signs of the Tistina. You can activate this card by targeting one face-up monster on the field. So some of this card is an effect monster. Aqua, Light, level 10, 0 attack, 0 defense. The following effect. During your opponent's turn, when that target leaves the field, destroy this card. During your opponent's turn, when this card leaves the field, destroy that target. Okay, so this is... It's a light. It's a effect monster trap that is... It qualifies the light that most of the Tistinas require. It's a continuous trap that also, like, makes it so they come towards each other. But hold on. I hate that I'm coping, but oh my god. This is the perfect card for my specific deck. I'll get to that in a moment. We're going to talk about this in a moment. Embrace of the Tistina. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the field, you can target that monster. Change it to face-down defense position. During the main phase, you can target one face-down defense position monster your opponent controls. Take control of that monster. You can only choose one each of the effective Embrace the Tistina once per turn. And you can only activate them while you control the Tistina monster. You can only activate them when you control the Tistina monster with 3,000 or more defense. What are you doing to me? Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get into this, and I'm going to go ahead and rant a bit about why this card is perfect for one deck that I have in particular. Alright, be back in a moment. Okay. Alright, so, new cards, PogChamp. Looked at the Legacy pack, turns out we only got SRs and URs, so nothing to note of there. But, okay. Let's go ahead and get into what I was ranting about earlier. Signs of the Tistina. Special summons itself. It's a continuous trap. It's a level 10. and and when it removes the field by targeting a special summon, targeting any face-up monster on the field, and will remove it when it's gone. True Draco goes insanely hard with this. True Draco goes so hard with this. On our ban list, on our format, this card, Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix, is at 1. By utilizing this as well, this fits all of the major amount of requirements as a level 10 that can be used for opening of the Spirit Gates. Which requires a level 10. Once per turn, if you control a level 10 monster, you can add a continuous spell from your graveyard to your hand, meaning that it can re-add this, and it's a continuous trap. And if it's removed, it goes to if it removed, it goes to the, like, it returns back. And it's a level 10. It's removal. It's 1-for-1 monster removal. It's a 10, and it opens up this play. I'm cooking, I'm brewing, I'm doing whatever, but that's not what y'all are here for. What y'all are here for is the overall reaction for this pack, and I'm a little disappointed. The Earthbound options that we have in NR format are as follows. We have Greater Line Walker, Spirit, I guess. So you can add with this special summon Earthbound Prisoner Groundskeeper. You can't bring this out, but you can go immediately into a 5 if you play Line Walker and Spirit, which is a vanilla, which is funny, but I don't think it works. We've also got Whirlwind for a Harpies Feather Duster. These aren't Earthbound Immortals or Earthbound Servants, which is fine. But Greater Line Walker is a fantastic piece of support for this. While I control a what was it? If you control a synchro monster, have a synchro monster in your grave, which could work out. This is almost fully useless. Yeah, Line Walker is like almost fully useless because you do not have options for Prison or Harmonic Synchro Fusion, which is fine. But these two options of Servant Yugioh Gremlina and Yugioh Gremlin and Earthbound Servant Yugioh Gremlina, these two I feel like could be utilized. This being a Dark Tuner specific might have some interesting locks. So it'd be harder to get into, but still could be utilized. I think it's fine. Being able to go ahead and like make your opponent have that choice, gain some life points, keep yourself alive for a little bit, as well as like quickly fusion into anything by just having a dark, seems pretty good as well for Yugioh Gremlina, especially if any of the materials can be banished from the grave. So any darks that you have come immediately. This adds an Earthbound monster from your deck. You can target a Dark Synchro you control, you can attack directly, but you don't have to worry about that if you're utilizing this for like the Earthbound monster as this material. I think it's fine. I think this is a good package to utilize overall, and for 6s seems fine enough. Secondarily, we'll move on to the other options before we really get into Tistina. Finis Tower of the Necro World, RNR format level 10s are as follows. We've got some fine stuff with, like, Flower Guardian. Yubel has always been an option. We've got Exodia Incarnate. We've got a lot of the Time Lords. This adds to like the 10 power that you can use, but like, this works well with Time Lords, but like that's not saying a whole lot. Yubel it works with as well. I don't know what you want me to say about this, man. I think it's fine. I think that this could work out decently well. Just having a rank 10 sort of pool overall with Ravenous Tarantula, and if you really want to, you can make Hard Earth Chaos. I don't know. It's funny. Anyway, big thing here to say is that that one seems fine. This Synchro Rumble is Monster Reborn for Synchro Monsters, for tuners, and for Dragon Synchros. Our level 7 and 8 Dragon Synchros are as follows. Where are you at? There you are. We have access to Sun Dragon NT, Judgment, the Dragon of Heaven. Odd Eyes Meteor Burst is the 7 that we tend to go ahead and utilize for if we want to do any 7 plays, which is our best synchro lineup. If you really want to go into the dragons, you can go to Explorer Dragon Wing. Supreme King Dark Dragon Clear Wing is generic, but requires a bit of setup, but still is really good. Like, you know, this card's Synchro Summon, destroy all phase of monster your opponent controls. Pfft, fuck, dude. That goes tough. As well as, like, Odd Eyes Clear Wing could be maybe utilized, but it's hard to get the secondary material. It's hard to find it. Yeah, ignore that. Ignore me on that. Judgment could be used as well. I mean, it's a 3K body. And if you have a lot of tuners in the graveyard with different names, you can destroy all cards you control, but you're locked into dragons. I think this is fine. This card specifically could be some play. This is not good. This card is slow removal as a trap card, but it does banish it temporarily. But you could do the same exact thing for a Paleo Dynamicious. So, and it also requires it to be a 2,000 attack or more. Its upside doesn't apply to us, so we don't care. And finally for the Tistinas. These 3, Sentinel and Hound, all require you to have signs in play, which is rough. Hard to go ahead and justify. To special summon it immediately. But you can target itself and then add a Tistina card. I mean, Sentinel, pop itself, add a trap. It seems like another copy of it for your normal, and you'd require to have a light already. Doesn't seem great enough. Hound, dog, literally and figuratively. And Tainted seems fine. If it can see play in Yugioh Ninja Control, right? Like, Yugioh can utilize this. Ninjas can utilize this. Book of Moon decks, cards that like basically want to forever flip. This seems to be like a great like advantage engine to come forth. It becomes level 10 instantly. That seems cool. It's into the graveyard. Target Tistina monster you control. Make it second to battle phase. Attack, but you can only attack one monster. That doesn't seem good enough. But being able to tribute over your opponent's monsters seems to be fine enough, especially if they have, like, you know, if Fiend Control comes out. If this, let me tell you something. If our format utilized the side deck, this would see play a whole lot more, because what this does is allows for hard counters to Fiend Control, Fiend Mill, and like all those sort of, like, you know, flip decks. That's my point on that. I didn't really talk about Earthbound release, but you heard my opinion already in the reveal. It seems like it's a bit too much for the use case. To tribute a level 10 Earthbound, which there are very few, and then destroy everything and then inflict damage. Nah, it doesn't seem good enough. Embrace. Big dog. That ain't happening. Discordance. I mean, I'm shmeep about this one. Like, you could banish one card to your opponent's graveyard face down. And then, like, you could target a Tistina monster in your graveyard, add to your hand. Like, Discordance, add back Sentinel. Like, that's the big play you could do. Or Discordance, add back Tainted. Best you can do. Absolute Power Force, literally useless. And Signs is going to be the card that I am going to focus on and utilize in my future decks, because this is absolutely the perfect card for True Draco, and I hate that I have to use a Tistina monster. But thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe for more content similar to this. My name is Doc Conrad, Yugioh, and thanks for watching, bud. Appreciate you. All right, bye.